If you want other people to join your multiplayer game without using your IP or set up port forwarding, you can use the Unity Relay service. Sign into cloud.unity.com, click Create Project, and give it a name. Scroll down through the services until you find Relay and click Launch. This will launch the Relay service for you and take you to a step-by-step guide on how to connect your Unity project. Let's follow this guide in our Unity project. First, we go to Edit, Project Settings, click on Services, make sure you are signed in with your Unity ID, and select your organization and your project. Link the Unity project to your cloud project and click Yes. Your projects are now successfully linked. Now we need to install the Relay package. Go to Window Package Manager, select Unity Registry and search for Relay, then install. Now let's create the UI for our game so we can test the Relay. We need a host button that will host a game and create the join code, a join button so we can join the game. Then we need a text to display the join code so we can send it to other players. And finally, an input field where we can enter the code before we click the join button. And now we will create the Relay Manager script. Create a new script called Relay Manager. Then create the matching serialized fields so we can assign the UI elements that we just created. Then we need an async start function. We need to call UnityServices.initializeAsync to initialize the Unity services. Then to be able to use the Relay service, we also need to sign in using the authentication service. We can call sign in anonymously async. Then we create the async create relay method, where we start by setting an allocation equal to relayService.instance.createAllocationAsync and pass 3 as the parameter. The parameter indicates the maximum number of connections that the client will allow. Now to get the join code, we await relayService.instance.getJoinCodeAsync and pass the allocation ID. Then we can set the code text.text to our join code, so it will be displayed to the host. Now to join the relay, we create an async void join relay that takes the code as parameter. Then we await relayServiceInstance.joinAllocationAsync and pass the code. Then we make the host button call the create relay and the join button call the join relay and pass the join code. The join code will be what the client enters in the input field, so joinInput.text. Now we create a new game object for the Relay Manager and give it the Relay Manager script. Then assign all UI elements to their matching field. Now that's pretty much it on how to use the Relay service, but we also want to be able to use it together with netcode for game objects. So let's go to the Package Manager and install netcode for game objects. Create a game object called Network Manager and attach the Network Manager script to it. Select Unity Transport and relay Unity Transport as protocol type. Now in the Relay Manager script, in the create relay function, we call set relay server data on the Unity Transport script. We get the relay server data from new relay server data and pass the allocation and the connection type we want. In this case, we will use DTLS, which is short for Datagram Transport Layer Security. Pass the relay server data into the set relay server data function and do pretty much the same for the join relay function. We set var relay server data to new relay server data and pass the join allocation along with DTLS for connection type. The join allocation is returned by the join allocation async function. Then we call set relay server data on the Unity Transport script and pass the relay server data, just like we did for the create relay function. Lastly, in create relay, we call network manager singleton start host, and in the join relay, we call network manager singleton start client. Now, only for testing purposes, I will quickly set up a simple player just to see that both players are spawned. So now that we have a player prefab assigned to the network manager, we can test the game with a host and a client. Click host, and you will see that you get a code back from the relay service. Use this code on the client to join the game. If we try to join without the code, you will see that nothing happens. But if we enter the correct code and click join, the players will be connected to the same game. Now you can send a build to your friend on another computer and you will both be able to play together. Thank you for watching.